Let's face it, Dale, in Oshawa, St. Thomas, Windsor, they don't build Schwinns and Raleighs, all right?
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is that people have to travel long distances in this country to commute. And let's face it, showing up at work with a mud streak up your back making you look like Pepe Le Pew is not desirable. I mean, let's face it, if you have a real job to go to, I mean, what are you going to do? Where are you going to park your bicycle? What are you going to do? You're going to slip out of your sweatpants and then change again and again? This is not
It presents a lot of problems when you're talking about commuting. But Sam, people ride their bikes just for the pure pleasure of riding and getting exercise.
I know. They love to ride over the speed bumps that we've got in our city.
Yeah. Why do they like to do that?
Well, because, again, it's the same crowd. The NIMBYs, the tree huggers, and the bicyclists. They're all the same group.
Right. Well, Sam, we know where you're coming from. Thank you very much for your call. All right. Sam won't have any of it. Well, that's fine.
I just want to comment. I actually, that's kind of the same mentality that I came from originally.
Yourself?
I had no idea.
You needed to be converted, did you?
Yeah, I had no idea that commuting by bicycle was so easy and
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and this
what about the sweat thing that people always bring up? Oh, gee, I arrived there and I've got the mud streak up my back. I'm in my nifty bicycle suit. How the heck am I then supposed to convert into a worker?
No, and that's a fair thing. And I think actually the calls that and the feedback we get back, especially from women, from female riders, is that I don't mind riding from A to B or riding from home to work, but I don't have a shower at work. So that's the biggest deterrent for me.
And I think that's quite a luxury to say that you do have a shower at work, wouldn't you say, Fred? I mean, it'd be nice to think you could change at work, but not everybody can do that.
Not everyone can. I think if your employer really values you as an employee, then it's something they're going to want to do, and they can save money in some ways. A lot of employers give away free parking, which they pay for through their rent or through their own property taxes. They can save one parking space by installing a shower and a locker so somebody can ride to work a little easier.
And the younger generations look for these kind of perks when they're looking for good jobs, maybe more so than us codgers who took the first job that came along when we were kids. Kids today, now they're pretty fussy and they want to hear what the employer offers them, not just in the money, but in all the benefits and perks of the job, right?
Yeah, there's actually a bylaw in place now that new buildings of a certain size do need to incorporate shower and change facilities for active transportationalists.
That's right. And it's a fitness factor too. I mean, not only providing storage facilities and safe changing facilities.
You're saving us all money. It's a public health system. We all pay, right?
And fewer sick days for the employer.
Well, and I just want to say that Toronto's a very flat city. There are very few places where you're going to actually break a sweat by riding 5 kilometers, unless you're late and you push. But I actually ride.
Who you are, I suppose.
Well, it does, but
with you are, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're taking a break. We're coming right back. Don't go away. Okay. I'm going to take one last final call, okay, Dave? Let me take Marlene calling from Etobicoke. Marlene, there she is. Marlene, is the city safe for cycling? What do you think?
Well, I think the waterfront trail is very safe for cycling.
Yes, indeed it is, isn't it?
Yes. I'm calling. I'm actually the executive director of the Waterfront Regeneration Trust. And
well, then you have to say that, don't you?
In part. But also, we talk to a lot of people, and we think there's a real... we're on the cusp of something, a changing attitude towards cycling. We talk to a lot of people who are recreational cyclists, don't do it often. When they hear about the Waterfront Trail, which now goes all the way from Niagara to the Quebec border,
amazing, isn't
they want to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we created an event because what we learned was people were worried about the lack of signage. They might not be able to find their way, and they were worried that they wouldn't be able to sort of endure it. So we've created a supported tour. And
okay. Now listen, Marlene, I know you got the tour, and they can go to the website to check it out. I'm running out of time, so I can't go into all the niceties.
But there are people from all over Canada coming, so
all right, I know.
Tourism.
All right, Marlene, thank you very much. Reminding us that it's a lot of fun to ride a bike. Marlene says we're on the cusp of something. You said that yourself just a few minutes ago.
I do agree with that, and I think it's whether it's people being more environmentally aware, realizing that cycling can be used as a mode of transportation. Just we have to now, fulfill that attitude and make sure that we, reward that kind of shift that's going on there right now with the right kind of network of bike lanes, bike storage, and bike facilities within people's offices.
What's your website?
www.tbn.ca.
What's your website?
tourdegreenbelt.ca.
Okay, now if you put those Tour de Greenbelt in Google, it will come up. And your website is?
TorontoCat.ca.
Yeah, okay. Lots of information about bikes out there on the web, and a lot of ways to be reminded of the fact that biking is a lot of fun.
It is.
Thank you all very much for taking time out from your biking. Anybody bike here tonight?
It's raining out.
Yeah, it started raining. I was worried about
I thought I was going to have a nifty close. Apparently not. All right. Thank you all very much for coming in. I appreciate your time. And Monday, we're going to send out a search party looking for the Toronto economy. Let's hope we find it. And join us for Monday for that show. And in the meantime, have yourself a great weekend and have a great bike ride. Safe cycling.